Okay, good afternoon, friends, connections, followers on Facebook and LinkedIn, also on my YouTube and TikTok. Okay, I just want to answer one of the questions that one of my connection on LinkedIn has has put on one of my LinkedIn posts. So yeah, he has been observing and he has seen that he said there are many rundown buildings, rundown properties in this country that are going on sale on the market for millions and millions of kina. So he thinks the fault lies on the valuers. So he thinks the valuers of value those rundown properties, and so prices asking price on the market is way over what they're supposed to be. Okay, my answer is big no. It's not the valuers. 90% or 98 or 99% of the times it's not the valuers. It is the landlords. You see, bottom line, you see, people want money. They want money and they want more money. So there's no satisfaction in accumulation of money. Yeah? So you see, valuers, most of the times when valuers go on site to value properties, they do the inspection and then the valuation is normally done with respect to the current market trend. So when a valuer does his or her due diligence in doing a very thorough market investigation and market research, the value of the property at most times would reflect the current market trend and the economy. Okay, when a valuer does not, does his or her market research, then you will see that the value of the property as per his or her valuation would not be reflective of the current market trend. So it is very, very important that when all the valuers, when we do valuations, we do market research. So you will see on the valuation, you will see there's a section where they put the market comparables, the sales comparables. Okay, they will do sales comparables, and if they're doing valuation for an income property that is been happen rental, then they will do market research for the similar rentals or property, and then their rentals per month, and then they will do the analysis, the financial analysis of that property. So that's when the valuers, they use this income approach. So that is what the valuer does. So, and then the valuer gives the valuation report to the landlord. From my experience, we advise the landlords to the best of our knowledge. Firstly, when we want to make a valuation of a property, we find out from the landlord the purpose of the valuation. Is it for insurance, or is it for loan, mortgage? Is it for rental, or is it for sale or fair market value? So when it is for sale, valuation done for to assess the current fair market value, and then we advise the landlords that this is the price that should be the property should be sold for. And then you see that landlords now, they head on extra price, or they want people to negotiate to the value price. That is the landlords, you see. So it's not the valuers. Okay, where the valuers, we give our professional opinions we give. So most of the properties that you see on the market, that sometimes, but you laugh, sometimes you're gonna you're gonna be thinking, though, are these people for real? Like, this property should not be like 500,000, should be like 100,000, 200,000, but then people will put it on the market as 5 or 400,000. So if you are a buyer, if you are someone who wants to purchase the property, you must always do your due diligence. Get yourself protected, get yourself covered, get yourself informed. If you are serious in buying a property, Firstly, you ask the landlord of the property, does he or she has a current market value of the property? Okay, if he or she, the landlord, if he or she has the current market value of the property, then ask them to show you. And then after you seeing the market value or the valuation, and if you are really serious in purchasing that property, my advice to you, you go and get your own valuer to go and do a second-man opinion on that property. Always you must do that. And if he or she does not have a valuation, then ask him, the landlord. Ask him or her to get permission to bring your home valuers into the property, and you do the valuation of the property, and then you go by the valuation of the property. It just don't go and start to blame people and say, okay, you are the valuers are the cause of this of price inflation. And no, you cannot just blame anybody. You cannot just blame the valuers and say you guys are the reason why the property market is now going at a very unpredictable rate, and then the market price and stuff. No, you must always do your due diligence. Commenting from just spectating is not a good way to do things. If you want to purchase a property, just go to the landlord, find out if he or she has a valuation report, get the valuation report. You get your own valuation report for check and balance purposes to protect yourself, so that you will not lose extra money. And that's how you go about it. That's how you go about it. We cannot just start pointing fingers and blaming people. No, we cannot. Okay, upon saying this, I'm not saying that every time the valuers are right, correct all the time. That is why when we do valuation, we always get a second opinion. So when you see, like I said, a property valuation, you always go for a second opinion. And yes, sometimes the valuers do compromise their job. We call the appraisal fraud. That is when the valuer gives into enticement and bribe and all these things, which is very illegal. Valuers should not at one point in time, compromise his or her, professional judgment with the opinion of the landlord. So the valuer must always be a professional. So all of valuation is dictated by the International Valuation Standard and the PNG Valuation Act of 1967. So according to these valuation hacks, all our conducts must be professional, must be independent, and must not be compromised with the landlords or the purchaser or whoever the interested party is. So yeah, there are times where valuers given to enticement, bribes, stuff like that, and then this is what we call the appraisal fraud comes in. So when you find out something about it, if you're suspicious of an appraisal fraud, just report the office of the Valuer General. That's it. So on that note, if you are thinking of purchasing a property, and if you need some valuation opinion, professional valuation opinion, well, if you don't find a valuer, you can always contact us, the Yalangu Valuers, on our email and our phone number that is shown on your screen, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. Let's not start going around and blaming people for all the things that we see. Blaming people is not good. We must do our due diligence. Thank you very much.